One thing I want to talk about is how our entire society does not want you to be happy. They don't want you to they don't want to see you being successful. And by successful, I mean like happy as in like actually feeling fulfilled with your life. Okay, do you walk with a bounce in your step? Do you feel like you could be locked in a room, an empty room with nothing and still feel happy inside? Do you actually have like positive thoughts? Because if you don't, that means that society has won over you. But that's okay because you can still take away your life from what is, programmed for you. Okay, I'm not talking about the Matrix or anything. This is just like there's so many obvious like systematic like oppressions against you. And I'm not gonna go into like the legal stuff like, oh, the fucking the pay gap between men and women, which I don't think is real, or like, systemic racism. I'm not gonna talk about any of that political stuff, but rather the actual like things that we see. Like if I go and walk through this, everyone is doing something wrong, okay? And I don't mean this to be like everyone's like a piece of shit, but like everyone's using social media, everyone's like vaping or smoking or drinking alcohol or like eating like shit food, and you can tell from their body that they're unhealthy. Everyone is like mentally disabled because they use their phones too much. And it's just like, I don't mean this as in like, yeah, society has made you do that, but it's like society has normalized it to be like unhappy. Okay, it's normal for everyone to be addicted to TikTok. It's normal for people to spend like hours every day just scrolling on their phone. Have you actually thought about how like unhumane, like weird that is for an animal? Us, we are humans, we are animals. It's weird for us to just be on this weird phone and just become like dead. Like we're just sitting there not thinking, not doing anything except scrolling. And that by definition is like being dead. Because if you gave like a monkey a phone, they do the same thing, but that would be weird, right? Why the fuck are we the exception? Why the fuck is it okay for us to just sit down and not do anything and to be like drooling at the mouth breathing and using phones and fucking inhaling vapes and eating like shite food that is like processed in a factory by 20 times. There's like all these weird like artificial ingredients. There's fucking plastics in our food. Like, is that normal? Like, you're telling me this is normal? And it's crazy because the only way for me to feel like I'm normal is to surround myself with other people who are kind of on my wavelength, where they're thinking about the foods that they're eating and the exercise that they do and the mindsets they adopt, right? But if I just like go into a room full of like quote unquote normal people, not many people are gonna be like me as my normal. My normal is not spending any time on social media. Because if I spend time on social media, I'm gonna feel this like weird, like fucking uneasy feeling in my brain, and I'm just gonna feel like dazed. And yet people think that's normal. They think it's okay to have brain fog. They literally like sleep deprived, fucking not being able to focus at school or work. I'm not saying this to like brag or anything, but it's like literally this is the low standard of what it takes to be like exceptional. Like if you want to be like doing good in school, like your fucking classmates, like if you're in high school right now, all of your classmates are addicted to TikTok, guaranteed. Maybe there's like a few that aren't, but like most of them are, and this is like the social norm. The cool kids are going out, drinking in graveyards and smoking cigarettes and trying to look intimidating to other people. And it breaks my heart to like go for a walk in the park without my headphones, without like any kind of technology on me, to actually be present in the present moment of where I am and to see other people not doing the same thing. Like you can tell when you walk past someone, like they're literally in their head. You can tell by the way that their eyes just kind of have no life behind them. Everyone's miserable, nobody smiles at me. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.